Hi, folks. My name is Henry Turner. I live at 1110 Riverside Drive in Battle Creek, Michigan. I wanted to make this video and share some things with you that have taken place in my house. Very peculiar things. So, November 8, 2012, I was asleep on my couch one night, and this is about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. A lady appeared in my house, in my living room. She didn't come through the back door, the front door, or the windows. She just appeared there. Okay? So I pretended like I was asleep. I was going to grab her, but I thought, no, don't do that. She didn't look like she was there to hurt anybody or anything. But I thought it was just peculiar. This lady's in my house. So this lady, she was about 5'5", 5'8", blonde hair. It looked blonde. It was dark. She had a cell phone up to her right side of her face, and the keypad was lit so I could see her a little bit. She had on a pullover hoodie, off-white, with the XO symbols on it. She had on cargo pants that were dark blue or black, and she had on combat-style boots. So this lady started to walk down my hallway. As she passed by me, I just kind of leaned up and got up to my feet and watched her go down that hallway. I've got 2 bedrooms on the north end of that hallway. When she hit the threshold for those bedrooms, poof, she disappeared. All right? Really peculiar. She just disappeared. Okay? So I kind of kept this to myself. I didn't want my wife to be afraid or anything. So her birthday was the next day. I just didn't want to get into that with her at the time. I didn't want her to be frightened. But about 6 months later, we were on a walk through the neighborhood, and I decided I'm going to tell her she lives here, she deserves to know. So I told her just as I related this to you, and I got a surprise. My wife was not surprised. She looked at me and said, "I'm not surprised because my mother told me in the early 80s that she was asleep on her couch one night and she awoke and saw a man walk through her house just the same as I related to you." Okay? So that's really weird right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you inside and show you this area so you get a feel for what we were dealing with. Okay? So let's just go inside now. Okay, now we're in the house. So I'm going to switch the camera here so you can get a better view. All right, I don't know why that is not switching, but I can get it to you anyway. Okay, so we're inside. All right, so I had stripped all of this right down to the studs, all of the walls and everything. And this is the column that I created. There was a wall right here going along this side of this column. And let's see, and I took this wall out here, okay? And this is where the lady appeared, right here, where this wall was, in front of this wall, okay? So she turned and she began to go down the hallway in the house. So we're going down this hallway. She got to this area right here and she just disappeared. Okay. Now right here, this is the threshold down here. I'm showing this to you on the floor. This is the threshold area where she was. And she reached this area, she just disappeared, all right? And she's just gone, okay? So, like I said, I kept all of this to myself and everything until I told my wife about 6 months later. So we get down to 2014. I am doing a renovation on the house, and everything, I've torn everything out. The walls are down to the studs. So I'm working on getting this all put back together. So what happens one night is I'm asleep on the couch again, right? And I look in my kitchen, it's dark. I look in my kitchen, this area right here. Let me show you. By my microwave, there's a guy standing here, okay? I can't see his face or anything. I see the silhouette. It is a man. And I'm looking at him, and he's going, he's turning left and right like this, like he's moving something with his hands. I didn't hear anything. I couldn't see what he was doing really, but he was just there. Now that lasted about a minute and a half, and then he disappeared. Okay, so now there's 2 times that this has happened. Okay, so really peculiar. All right, so I'm gonna go back out here. Okay, so now this has happened twice now, and I'm wondering what's going on. And I began to think that, if this is America, if this is our nation, that's fine. But if it's not, we got a problem. Okay, America's going to be in trouble. So I actually do call the FBI to tell them what I saw. And they said, okay. I never got a call back from them or anything. But about I would say a week or so after that, people started following me. Okay? And I wondered, well, what's going on? What are these people following me for? Okay? So in 2014, I had also, not 2014, it's 2015 to 2016, excuse me. I started putting a roof on my house. Every time I would go up on the roof, these people would come into the parking lot across the street, which is St. Peter Lutheran Church. They come over there, they park, and they just watch me all the time. Now this happened on and on and on and on, over and over and over. Okay, so in February of 2017, that's when I had called the FBI to tell them what was going on. Okay, so as I said, about a week after that, people weren't just looking at me, they were following me. Okay, lots of them. I'm gonna say even up till today, I probably have had 20 or 30 different people just following me. Like when I'm in my vehicle, I'll get like anywhere from like 7 to 9 of these people all around me. They seem to want to know everything, where I go, what I do, who I talk to. And I'm wondering what's going on. I called the FBI. They didn't call me. I'm trying to protect my nation. I'm concerned about the national security of my nation. And they're following me like this, almost as if I had done something wrong. That wasn't the case. I was just concerned about it. I mean, I'm a military man. I was in the U.S. Air Force for, like 13 and a half years. So I'm trying to figure this out, folks. That's the only thing I'm saying here. So, but what I have figured out, that this house is a portal. Yep, that's right, it's a portal. They have broken through that invisibility barrier. And I think maybe they're trying to intimidate me or frighten me to make me, I don't know. Maybe they don't want me to tell anybody. All right? But I'm so tired of it, I'm gonna tell everybody. Okay? So the FBI is not supposed to be doing this. I've even had, they had people, a guy one day was trying to take a picture on the slide of me in a restaurant, right? So about 6 months later, this same guy shows up at my job. He's working there. I worked for Dean Transportation. They handle the school bus transportation for Battle Creek Public Schools, right? So this guy comes in acting like he's looking for a package that was supposed to be delivered. But the issue is, if they're going to get him a job in there, then they probably had to use FISA paperwork to do that. Now that's the Foreign Intelligence Security Act. You're not supposed to be using that on American citizens. Okay? You're not supposed to be spying on American citizens. I'm pretty sure that's the way it's supposed to work. So I wanted to make this video to just let you know. So these people, FBI, as far as I know, because they never called me back, and I spoke to them, and a week later, people started following me. It appears that they put some team on me to surveil me. Okay? These guys weren't very good at it because you can easily spot them. They seem not to care whether you see them or not. But I do care. I'm tired of it. I didn't do anything wrong. You're not supposed to be spying on American citizens. And for the FBI to do this, this is really just a dirty, rotten shame, folks. They're not supposed to be doing that. They're not supposed to be following me or any American citizen like that. So a lot of things have taken place. They park in that church across the street from me even today. One night, I woke up, again, it was about 3:30 in the morning. There's a guy sitting over there in the parking lot, parked back in the corner with his bright lights on, looking at my house. So I look out the window, and then he pulls out and slowly drives by my house while looking toward my house. Now I could see which way he was looking because of the street light on the street out there had it kind of lit up, and I could see him. I wondered, man, what's going on with these people? America, they're not supposed to be doing this to us. And we need to stand up and say no to this kind of treatment. But again, 1110 Riverside Drive, Battle Creek, Michigan, it is a portal. All right, it's a portal. Now maybe, I don't know, maybe they are trying to scare me off or something from doing the very thing that I'm doing, but I'm not afraid, and I'm not gonna be afraid. Okay? So I want to tell you about another incident quickly. I was in a restaurant in 2001, and a lady came in and sat down next to me, November, December time frame. This lady told me that her brother-in-law worked at the World Trade Center, and he was over there one night. It was pre-dawn on 9/11. Okay, he went there to get a laptop that he had left there because he wanted to get a project finished. He's sitting there in the underground parking structure, or in the parking structure. I don't know if it was underground or not, but the door flies open and these men come running out. Okay? I think those guys were in there planning explosives for the next day. But this is what the lady told me, right? This is a God thing. How can that information come to me? The stuff, me living in this house. I'm from Mississippi. I mean, I wouldn't have known that this house is just here. My wife grew up in this house. Okay? And we bought this house. But this is a God thing. I get the information on 9/11 and this house. These incidents are taking place here. Wow, that's a God thing. So I'm going to tell you something. I did a lot of prayer about this, and Jesus Christ, yes, Jesus Christ, told me to tell you something, evil people, that your time is up. He has seen what you're doing, and it is evil. And he told me to tell you this. It's not me. So if you want to talk to somebody about it, talk to him. He said to tell you he's coming for you. Yes, he's coming for you. He sees that wickedness. And this is what he said. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I really do sincerely pray that you make a better decision and change your wicked ways, because you've come into the hand of the living God. I pray that you make a good decision. President Donald Trump, I love you. I pray for you and your family, and I wish you well. But it would be great if you would look into this and do something about it. Thank you.